Himba culture, image and appearance are all important. Almost their only art is the decoration of their own bodies. They have no paintings or sculptures, but they do spend a considerable amount of time enhancing their appearance. The most precious ornament, worn only by the most privileged women, is the ohumba, a seashell which they obtain through exchange with the neighboring tribes, the Zemba, the Tuwa, or the Hakaona. A good conical-shaped shell can cost the price of an ox. Their hairstyle not only fulfills an aesthetic function, enhancing the elongated shape of the head, but also serves to express sexual maturity and social position. An adult woman will keep this hairstyle until she dies. From time to time, the braids are undone and then plaited again. This generally takes about 2 days, and they wash it not with water, but with ash. But the truly distinctive feature of these people is the reddish color of their bodies. This comes from a dye which the women regularly apply to their bodies. It is made by crushing very valuable stones which contain a ferrous component they call okid maui. The fine ochre powder is mixed with fat and the result is a thick reddish cream which they not only find attractive but also provides efficient protection against the sun and insect bites. They carry out this procedure just once a day, and they only take a bath once in their lives, just before getting married. As a final touch, Wazindi Kirua adds some aromatic herbs to the cream. The most prized herb of all is the Kaokoland myrrh. There is only one thing more important for the Himba than their physical appearance: the cattle. They are the basis of their economy and a subject which arouses a great deal of passion and rivalry. It is more than a merely economic activity, affecting also political, social and religious aspects of life. The cow is the symbol which best expresses their identity, and their songs are full of references to their favorite cows. The cows provide them with everything they need to live: milk, which beaten is a staple of their diet, as well as providing the fat to make the dye. From the hides they make clothes, and the excrement is used in the construction of their huts. Building and repairing huts is traditionally the work of the women, as is milking the cows. They must find and prepare all the different materials. 4 things are essential: flexible branches from the homotati tree, fresh cow manure, clay or sand, and ropes made with fiber from tree trunks. While Wasindi watches over the village, Naviso, his eldest son, takes the cows to drink at the well dug in the dried-up riverbed. During the dry season, water is very scarce, and so all the herdsmen meet at the same place. The cows drink first before the goats, and the goats must be kept together so they don't get mixed up with those belonging to a different clan. But they all want to drink at the same time, and so there's absolute chaos. To be able to survive as nomadic herdsmen in such a dry land requires great skill and considerable knowledge. Until the worst drought in living memory at the start of the 80s, the Himba were among the richest herdsmen in Africa. Their basic strategy is to move around according to the season. When the rains arrive, they move their cattle away from the permanent sources of water and take advantage of the pasture that springs up on the edge of the desert. When water and pasture run out, the men return with their cattle to the permanent watering holes. As a result, this forage is kept till the very end of the dry season. It is now the turn of the goats, which the youngest members of the clan are in charge of. Once they have been circumcised, the boys may look after the cows. The girls are given this privilege after their first period. In the areas closest to the Namib Desert, the government has built windmills to encourage the tribes to adopt a sedentary lifestyle. Kushai, Samgao, Tuka and Bo left Chonwati several hours ago. Not even they know when they will return. The hunt can last for days or even weeks. Nonetheless, they take with them only what is strictly necessary: the bows and arrows, the iron bars, a knife, the implements to make fire, and tobacco. Anything else they will find on their journey. It's not a problem. No one knows better than they how to survive in this barren land. These men know how to read the signs on the dry land of their territory, showing them where to find whatever they need. To compensate for the lack of water, the men know a number of tricks. One is the koa, which lies hidden beneath the ground. It is a fleshy bulb whose roots contain a bitter liquid. This they use for drinking and washing out here on the scorching desert plains. Food can be found too if you know where to look. Samgao and Tuka both love the chewy, a small, very sweet and very nutritious fruit. Whenever they come across one of these bushes, they eat and eat until not a single chewy is left. They know over 100 species of edible plants and 55 species of animal. They are an incredible store of specialized knowledge of the region in which they live. Of all the edible plants, the one they most appreciate is the guay, a type of insipid sweet potato with very little taste but a high water content. Because they are buried a meter below the surface, the liquid remains relatively cool. A large guay is enough to feed the 4 hunters for a day while they are out hunting. Gathering is mainly a task for the women, and this work gives them equal status with the men when it comes to taking decisions. Tobacco and daga, or marijuana, are also important elements in the culture of the Bushmen. Nowadays, they rarely smoke daga, and they obtain tobacco by means of exchange with the Guerrero tribe. Both men and women are heavy smokers.
có theo cái cú anh ngồi này